7,105 pounds, we have a park-kept Aerolite, big bunkhouse here at HaylettRV of Coldwater, Michigan. This is a interesting floor plan. Someone basically attempted to take a classic open concept door side bunk slide and make it a private rear bunk room. It's different. It works. It's very different. You don't see a lot of this, but you're seeing a whole bunch of, there's just a whole shopping cart full of accessories in here. And basically, they're just done. I think the kids grew up or something like that, and they're done camping. They had this thing parked locally at the Y, which is what we call the local Yogi Bear, camping at the Y. Nobody thinks that's funny except us. Doesn't matter. Anyway, it's a great model for doing something like that. It's light enough that you can get it there. It's a big thing to be towing around, so that's why I kind of think it is good for parking. You can see they put the slide-awning covers on it. Don't know if you noticed, but up top they did put Max Air vent covers over the roof vents. Big, wide front storage compartment on this is great. Enclosed heated underbelly. The Dutchmen lightweight series built in this era. I guess the best way I can describe it is like the entry-level Thor team, basically. Really, that's kind of been Dutchman's niche for a while, and there's nothing wrong with that. People think the word entry-level is derogatory. That's not it. Entry-level just means entry-level. There's decent features here. There's some good looks here. There's some interesting looks here. But this is not the most highly equipped bell at the ball, but that also means it's not the heaviest and most expensive thing. Entry level's not bad, it's just different. The predecessor to the full-size outside kitchen, the little flip down, fold down little door side cooktop station. You still see that used a little bit in the market, and you know what? It's fine, although looking at it, it looks like the previous owners pretty much never used it. It appears that's something they just simply didn't care about. Tires look good, roof looks good. We're going to get the elephant out of the room. Inside here, in the main kitchen area, the floor is a little soft. It is not due to water exposure. And in point of fact, I'm going to walk all over this, and obviously it's not like I'm tiptoeing, I'm not doing a conga dance around the place. I'm just walking through it, and I apologize if you're getting seasick. I'm trying to demonstrate that it is not a big deal. I go out of my way to be brutally honest about the RVs that we sell and showcase here at HaylettRV, even if that means not good news. Because it doesn't scare me, because we're not asking full suggested book value for this thing. We understand it has, I guess we'll just call it a defect, a flaw, a whatever, a not perfect thing. So we go out of our way to talk about that. Obviously, a 200-pound grown man can walk all over this no problem. What's going on here is there's the absolute minimum level of floor supports built into this laminated floor. This is a laminated floor with like 4-foot on-center aluminum studs. The problem is there's too much gap between the studs, and the floor just kind of buckles down a little bit. It's not going anywhere. It'll probably be like this till the end of time. You could probably be 300 pounds and walk all over it every day, and it'd probably hold up just fine. But you can feel it. And the last thing I want to have happen is you folks watch this video, and you look at the pictures, and you see the price tag on our website and go, holy cow, Martha, we found the diamond in the rough. We got the good deal, and then you show up here and it's got a soft floor, and then you look at us and go, you friggin' snakes. You didn't tell us about that on purpose. I do not do that kind of business, nor will I ever. It's just something that to which I am staunchly opposed, and I'll never change in that regard. Hopefully you can respect that, and if you're still with us, then understand you're looking at a camper here that could qualify for same as new RV financing, that has a drastically reduced price tag as a result of what I just discussed, but there's nothing really wrong with it. So if you're okay with a floor that squeaks in one spot, because that's really the only thing we're talking about here, and is otherwise very clean, very well kept, lightweight, with a lot of very unique privacy space, then stick with us here. So what is interesting about this is the placement of the entertainment center and this little pass-through alcove window to the rear private bunkhouse. And what it actually reminds me of is when I take my daughter to the park and they have those wooden structure pretend playhouses. We like to play ice cream shop. I could see myself sitting here on a rainy day playing ice cream shop with my 7-year-old daughter and having a ball the entire time. Now, obviously there's a giant hole in the wall. So what do you do for privacy? Well, they thought of that. There's a nice little privacy accordion door here. But on a rainy day, you want to keep the kids locked in, you can have your food station serving here. You can hand stuff through. You know, there's a lot of good benefits to this. And the TV, the previous owners actually mounted on a swing arm. So this can swing out and face over toward the dining arrangement. Now, back here, through this privacy door, you've got a ton of sleeping in this thing. So this is a fold-down jackknife bi-fold sleeper sofa here. Above that is a single fold-up bunk. 150-pound rating. It's small, but again, it's a little kid bunk. You're not going to throw, you know, your oldest up there. Spinning around, you could easily, and it looks like they previously had, put some form of entertainment up here for the kids. And actually something I think that could work is if you put one of those spinning TV mounts right here in that alcove, during the day you could have it face out toward the living area, and then you could actually flip it around to face the bunkhouse at night. That's not how the designers built this, but that would be very easy to implement. Bonus little storage nook down here is something a lot of people are going to miss. I got wicked backlighting coming in off the sun right now. But this is another thing that's going to make this thing work for a lot of people. It's got a nice little eat and go dinette, and that can fold down into an additional bed with an additional bed above. So you do have 4 solid, independent, unique sleeping areas in here. And you even have, not only do you have that little storage alcove I mentioned, but you actually have some dedicated hanging storage here in the bunkhouse. So you can keep some shirts and jackets or whatever for the kids in here. And on a rainy day, again, you got a door. Kids, go to your room. Mom and Dad need a sanity space. And a lot of people ask, well, why do the kids get the slide out, but the master bedroom doesn't have a slide? Because on a rainy day, are you going to sit up in your bedroom twiddling your thumbs? Or are you going to be out here in the living room of the RV that you purchased with your money? Mom and Dad are going to enjoy the cabin, while the kids are used to having a limited space. They're used to having their own little postage stamp. Mom and Dad own the house. The kids get a room. That's why the kids get a slide out before Mom and Dad, because you're going to be out here, you're going to be relaxing, watching whatever you want. They can be in there, but what I kind of like is you can still peek your head through that little window and keep an eye on them. Pretty decent kitchen space in here, too. And again, very clean. Whoa, almost tripped on something. I don't even know what I tripped on. Apparently I tripped on literally thin air, but, you know, that's the kind of idiocy of which I am capable, regardless. I digress. Everything's very clean here. You can see how shiny and well kept it is. The cabinets aren't scarred and dug up. I apologize, the camera's going light and black. It's just a nature of the beast with the sun coming in this time of day. That is not Bluetooth, by the way, which is very common today. I don't want people to mix that up. This was built right before Bluetooth came out, but it is DVD, stereo, CDs, all that. I do like this little spot to be able to hang a couple coats when you walk in the door, and sit down and put on some shoes before you leave. Also, if you are traveling, or if you're at your campsite, although this doesn't have a door that goes directly into the bathroom, you have a door that leads directly to the bathroom. So it still accomplishes the same thing. But here's what I like about this. At night, Mom and Dad, the bathroom's up by you, so you don't have to go trekking across the entire camper. You know, I also like that we have a shower, not a tub here. So there's a lot of very modern things going on, and with that very vaulted roof here, I like that. That's this is a hard thing for me to try to get into a picture, but you do have dedicated linen storage right here in this bathroom as well, which is just such an invaluable thing. Mom and Dad up front, you have a very private bedroom. You got a privacy door here. You have a main hallway door on the other side. You have dual full-length mirrored wardrobes, so there's no sharp corners to gouge your arm. And again, something I've looked at as an indicator for many years, if people keep track of their original owner's manuals, they tend to keep track of the RV. This shade here needs restrung. Other than that, there's really nothing else to talk about. I mean, it's not a bad camper. The floor has a squishy spot, but it's not damaged. It just is what it is. It's not going to get better, but it's not going to get worse. If you were really, really, really bothered by it, and you're somewhat handy, what you could do is drop the underbelly, which isn't fun, but it's not the end of the world, and you could basically put sheets of plywood up against the belly of it, sort of like a broken down bed mattress, if you've ever seen someone do that to save a few bucks. If your bed mattress is broken down, just stuff a sheet of plywood under it and it sort of pushes everything back up. You could do that here, but again, it's so minor that if I didn't go way out of my way to talk about it, you'd have never known about it. Now, a lot of dealers, and not all of them, there are some other quality dealers out there. We're not the only decent place with which you can do business. But we do seem to be uncommon in this regard, in that we're not afraid to share what's not just right with our RVs, but what's not right with them. And I think that's important. So if that quality disqualifies this from your purchase, I respect that. That's why I talked about it. but understand that we'll shoot you straight. So have confidence when you work with the team here at HaylettRV, and whether it's new, used, or otherwise, you know that we're going to treat you right on this stuff. So with that, I welcome you to give our team a call. We are the most successful standalone dealership in the state of Michigan. Not only are the only independent dealer in the top 10 of the state, we're the only independent dealer in the top 5. So if what you're looking for is a big city selection and big city buying power, but you like small town service, then come visit my family here at HaylettRV. I don't think you'll be disappointed. 800-256-5196. HaylettRV of Coldwater, Michigan. Take care, stay safe, have fun, and happy camping, everyone.